Alrighty guys, welcome on back to some more Yeast Proud Nordics. The last episode, we made it to Specular Bay, where after hitting a reef, we were forced to land on Orland Isles. While our crew repaired the ship, we were tasked with going out and finding a certain herb to cure ailments, and upon making it to the second island, Karja was struck with an illness. Adol went by himself to find the herb, and upon returning, we learned that the illness was actually her just going berserk. After beating some sense into her, we finally were able to return to the Sandris that had been repaired with the herb in hand, and now it's time to explore Specular Bay. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and it'll help make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So, first up on our list, you can see we're kind of at a linear section. There's not too many places we can go, and on top of that, these like pillars will be shooting things at us. We want to try to blow them up, but unfortunately with our current EX armaments, we actually don't really have a way to easily deal with them, and we will be taking some damage here. We're going to try to just abuse our ammo here. There we go. And we're just going to hope it regens by the time we get to a island that we need to retake. You can kind of just follow this wind line the entire way, and it will eventually get us to our destination. But because honestly, the bolos thing that like leaves explosions down might be really strong here. But yeah, there's really only one way to navigate through this area. You'll have occasional splits like this that will eventually lead you to more dead ends. But now that we're over here, let's go ahead and do our first of the recaptures. This is the Northern Citadel. We'll have 2 sea waves and 3 land areas. I was going to say let's do it, but let's see. We do have new refits, but we need black silver sand for all of it. Holy. These are damage-oriented cannonballs. We might as well just grab it even though we won't use it. Man, there really isn't anything we can do here. All right, do we need to hold a luncheon? Honestly, this EX armament recharge is just so strong. Let's just make this. Do I even need to go up to level 3? I'm curious what it gives us. Yeah, we don't even need to go up to level 3. We can just stick here at level 1, just because I only care about the recharge.
Time to eat.
I wish you could skip this.
Yum.
But you're just stuck looking at this hit thing. There we go. We have EX armament recharge, and let's do it. Attempt the Northern Citadel.
You bastards have had it too good for too long!
Oh, we're really going through with this?
Yes, of course we're going through with it. Here we go. Wave 1. Did my things recharge? They did not. Okay. I didn't know if they would. I hope they would, but I kind of knew that they lasted between battles. I guess I just had hoped that when you started it, it would recharge it for the first time. Let's go ahead and just ram this ship real quick, and then EX armaments. And then we need to block an attack with the mana barriers. So let's see if this guy wants to fire at me. Oh, these are now shooting projectiles at us. Okay. So that is something we will need to keep in mind. Is that these now deal damage just like the ones out on the open. Why did that? What? Well, you just need to stay away from this side because that was annoying. All right. I was hoping I could block that, but that's okay. Fire that, and then one more. I'm kind of hoping we get projectiles launched at us real quick, because we have to block twice. Ooh, that hurt. I did not know it could do that. I think it shot me right there, and I just wasn't, I was too close where it didn't really matter. We can use our EX armament one more time. All right, and we just have to fire special projectiles. Okay, we got our blocks. Perfect. Speed up to this one. EX armament. And then we do need to fire special projectiles, so let's just do that a few times. And all that's left is you, so fire our explosion ones here. Get rid of that. I should have blocked that. Fire 6 special projectiles now. Okay. Hit that with my EX armament. Ooh, did not hit that, unfortunately. We do get the ram. And then just turn. There we go. All right, just you, huh? Shoot our EX armament. Ah, man. We'll just go over to this one since we're already speeding up. Okay. Somebody want to shoot shots at me? Please? Well, we're already level 10, so I guess it doesn't matter now. And ram that ship. And here we go. Only a few more left. That's actually really good for taking out those barrier or those pillars. I haven't really been enjoying that projectile recently. That was really solid. And these little ships just go down so fast to a speed boost. Come on, can I please get my speed boost? Doesn't matter, there we go. And our last one is over here. As soon as we lock on, fire, fire, there we go. All waves cleared. I think that was a pretty good ship battle. We did take some damage. I think that was pretty solid. All right, here we go. Land battle. Now, this one can be pretty long because we do have to use the rails again here, so we can lose a little bit of time. Let's go ahead and try to speed through these hallways the best we can. And we're just going to kind of ignore the pillar there that's spewing fire at us. And see if we can just do big damage. Amazing. Grab all those. And then head forward. This will be another one with a... yeah, so this is the big area. This will be another one with the... How do I get over there? Oh, wow. We have a puppet Grieger at the end of this. But, as you can see, this is why it can take a while. We just kind of have to sit here and wait. And then swing. And then sit here and wait. Because we can't make that. There we go. Swing again. We got to be careful of that bomb as well. And finally, swing across here. Perfect. And now that we have the ability to pick up and throw projectiles, I believe we actually do need to try to catch... Well, I think we do need to try to catch that bomb now. But for now, let's try to get rid of these guys because they are not leaving me alone. Come on. Oh, please don't fall off. There we go. Mono hold and charge and throw. Okay. That's one dealt with. So we can get this one to shoot his projectile at me as well. Come on. There we go. Charge and throw. Okay. That's another one dealt with. And then wait till we can grapple up to here. Just start swinging back and forth. And launch. Perfect. Use our big projectiles or big AoE attacks here. And there we go. Another group of enemies defeated. Now that cannon's going to be a little bit annoying. Ooh, got to make sure we don't lose our momentum when we jump here. Or we might have to restart this entire thing if we fall. Okay, there we go. Made it over here. Just use our damaging spells here. Hope we don't get hit by that bomb. And if we do, make sure we're blocking. Okay. Make sure we blow this guy up. I actually don't know. In the, I guess, base version of Yeast, Yeast Nordics, you wouldn't be able to blow those cannons up. So I actually don't know if it's necessary to get our max score. We're not going to take any chances. Ooh, I almost jumped there, and I don't know if I was high enough to grapple on. Okay, and there we go. Oh, I forgot I need to be using Adol by himself. That's fine. For a speed challenge like this, I have no issues just using my strongest skills. Okay. There we go. And then finally, take this grind rail all the way up. Yeah, this is probably our longest one so far. Got a couple more of these bird enemies. Good thing I think they die immediately to this attack. Perfect. Then we got to go up another floor. Can I grab on? Yes. Okay. Ooh. Now's a chance to attempt some of this just because we had a place we could land on if we failed. I think I have to come from this direction. Nope. I just barely missed it. I saw it going up. Okay. Here we go. And swing. Oh, I could have went straight over to the other one. That's okay. And here we are. Finally at the end. That was like a 3-minute section all on its own. And now we just have a boss fight. I think this is the basic puppet Grieger. Ugh, why? Why did this have to happen? Yeah, it is just our basic puppet Grieger. Not the new kind. Good stuff. Get the armor break immediately. We just have so much damage. We're putting him straight into the second phase. Come on. Yep. There we go. Counter this. I think we've hit a damage threshold, though. I don't think we can do... Well, no, I guess you can skip the second phase entirely, because we just did. There we go. All areas cleared. I really hope that was enough to get an S rank, because if not, I think you just have to speed up that grapple section. We did take damage. I think this is enough. Yep. Okay. I was like, I think actually we could probably do that flawlessly, but from that we get 3 green crystal waters, Fox Lunch Recipe Gratin, Strength Elixir, 3 Fishing Bait EXs, and 3 Silver Cheese. And of course, we get a new person. Is this Rosa's mom? Where am I? And who are you? It's the innkeeper's wife. It's Rosa's mom. That's so. Well, I'm glad we found her in one piece. Let's hurry up and get her back to the ship. Mom? Corin, thank the heavens you're unhurt.
Honey. Oh, and Rosa. Seeing the both of you again like this, it's like a dream come true. Or perhaps I'm still dreaming sweetly after all. If so, then Philia would be here with us. Oh, how I wish that she were.
Corin, I feel just the same. Hopefully someday we'll all be together again. Miss Roosevary, I'm so glad she's okay. Me too. She's always been good to us. Though here I was thinking it was taboo to say Philia's name around her. Thank you both very much. Not just for saving me, but for protecting my family. I also appreciate you sharing Philia's circumstances with me. As things are, though, I still can't bring myself to accept the choices she's made just yet. Mom? Don't mention it. Just passing along what I've seen myself. Everything that happens between the lot of you from here on is a family matter, though. Yes, you're right. Although Philia had her reasons, the fact remains that she left our household without so much as a word. And unless she comes back and apologizes for that, I don't intend to forgive her. So until that day comes, I ask that you continue looking after her in my stead. What happened to the rest of this being a family matter? This is her way of extending an olive branch. Is it really? This parenting business goes way over my head. Adol, Karja, I can't thank you guys enough for this. So, are you going to help out aboard the Sandras too, Mom? I'm worried about the inn, but there's nothing to be done about that right now. So for the time being, the least I can do is make sure you and the other passengers are well fed. The galley will run smooth as silk with you around. Let's give it our all, Corin, for both our daughter and the crew. Corin has joined the crew of the Sandras. giving us a little bit more speed. A new shop, Corin's Grocery, has been added to the Sandras. Bring on Corin has upgraded Renee's capture skill to Marvelous Meals 2. Your affinity with Renee and Corin has increased. The occupied island was successfully recaptured. Hugo's reconnaissance has marked surrounding terrain and exploration points. All right. So, with that done, we now have a few things. So this is marked, and we are going to be heading there here in a second. But first, let's go ahead and hop over to the deck.
Hey, take the helm for me.
And Dogi has something. You have something. I'm really just looking for the side quest that's available to us now. Go ahead and examine the mast. Nobody up here. Oh, Ashley's here. No, can't do anything about Ashley. I do want to quickly come over to this shop. Does he have anything new? No, I couldn't remember if we got it right at the beginning, but I guess we did get it just before it actually said Chapter 6. All right, heading into here. Is this the shop? No, we can report results, but I don't really need to do that just yet. Let's head even further below deck. And nope, still not here. Where is her new store? Is she in here as well? I think she is. Where are you? That's Momina. Okay, Corin's Grocery. She sells the different food items. So plump fish meat, rich game meat. Nothing we'll be doing and probably won't ever be buying from, but at least worth pointing out. Now, while we're in here, we're going to go ahead and head on into the captain's quarters. Hey, Adol. I'd kind of like to take a minute to relax in our room. Okay. Oh, you're here for a break too, Hugo. That was one worn-out caw. You've been working hard too, haven't you, buddy? Haha, that right. Something the matter? Can you actually understand him? Of course not. I just feel the need to respond to him like that. Respond to him like I can. My mom's words are still a mystery to me, but remembering them has made me feel a lot better. This hair ornament was the last thing she ever gave me. At the time, she and some others headed off somewhere on a ship. When they got back, I was told that Grimson had lost his best friend. My mom wasn't feeling so good either, and eventually the illness... I don't really recall it clearly, but the memories do come back sometimes. What kind of illness? As if Grimson would ever tell me about it. Ulvar and a few of the others seemed to know what happened, though. Ulvar was apparently good pals with my mom, too. He may not look it, but he has a deep faith in Har. Can more than hold his own in a fight, too. Little by little, I feel like I'm coming to understand myself a bit better through all this. Maybe it really is just like you said at the thing a while back. And that's pretty much it for the boat. You could go talk to some of these people in order to get their relationship points up, but not really a reason to do that right now. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go straight down here. So where we just came from, we will circle through here and eventually destroy everything. But we're in a bad spot. We really do need to go back to a ship here soon. Or to an island, rather. And over here will be a ship we can interact with.
Oh dear. Is the ship alright?
What's a Grieger warship doing anchored out here? Did it run aground on the shallows? This might be a good chance for a surprise attack. Let's get the jump on him. Aye, all hands prepare for combat. Hey, Manacles, what are you trying to pull? The route you gave just ran us straight over to the shoals. Whoops, that's on me. I didn't mean nothing by it. Just keep following my directions and you'll get to those mono wielders soon enough. We will? Really? You can't even be on cleaning duty without causing an accident. It's suspicious, I tell you, suspicious. Hey, I'm not lying. Just take a look. Gah, the mono wielders, they came aboard. You set us up, Manacles. What do we just walk in on? Sounds like some kind of squabble. Let's rescue him. I like the moxie. They're all yours. Let's do this, Adol. All right, a very easy fight. Just gonna do our spin attack. And then, honestly, yep, I was gonna say that might go insane here. Impressive. And here I thought those undying monsters would never go down. Seems I put my faith in the right people. So, just what's your deal?
Name's Mandy. As you can see, I'm something of a drifter. You guys really saved me. Not bad for kids your age. Meeting you all makes me feel like my luck's finally starting to turn around.
That's not what I'm talking about. Why were the Grieger keeping you on their ship as a flesh and blood human? Most everyone from Karnak was turned into one of them first. It's pathetic, but I begged, wheedled, and pleaded with those monsters like my life depended on it. Amazing what a little white lie about knowing where to find more humans can do for you. Okay, that answers my first question. Now, what are those things on your wrists? You look like a broken pair of cuffs. You a criminal? Pretty perceptive. I was being transported from a Roman jail to a Gilean prison. Before I escaped, that is. As for the what, how, and why, I prefer to keep those to myself. It's a little personal, you see. Don't think this thing's got much floating time left, so what now? Not so heartless that you'll leave me to drown, or is that too much to hope for? Let's bring him aboard for now. Damn it, fine. Come on then, and don't go falling off the side. Roger that. Thanks again. That's twice you've saved me. Let's get one thing straight. I don't trust you. So give me any reason to think you'll be a problem, and I'll toss you in the drink myself. Fair enough. I'm in your care and at your mercy. Also pretty good with my hands, so you should be able to put me to use. Looking forward to working with you, kiddos. Mandy has joined the crew of the Sondrus. Yeah, we've pretty much gone through like everybody back from Karnak. We get our EX armament power up and mana barrier potency up. A new shop, Mandy's Handicrafts, has been added to the Sondrus. The recapture skill, Guilty Conscience, has been unlocked. Mandy Handicrafts. Ask Mandy to create handicrafts and he will offer a selection of accessories in exchange for the necessary materials and a service fee. Which we will, of course, go check out as soon as we're able. Let's see. Let's go to the cabin area. I mean, most of these people have been down here. Of course, this time he'll be on the deck of the ship. Let's see. Can I do it from here? Nope. This is not going to be Mandy. No. Right over here by the fire. He can make you a ton of different accessories, most of which you actually can't find out in the world. However, they require not only resources, a good bit of them and a lot of them being rare, I think actually most of them being rare, but you also need to pay for them. So some of these are pretty good, like the Spirit Necklace. If you're fighting a hard boss, especially on the hardest difficulties, it might be nice. Champion's Belt, break plus 10, and you restore SP. Convert acquired crystal shards into XP for the party, and convert gold into XP for the party. We actually, I think, have something similar here, just the other way around. So yeah, not too bad. This does 50% more skill damage, but makes the SP cost 50% more. Really, really strong, probably on a hardcore difficulty as well. But with that done, let's go ahead and return to the helm. We have a new character in tow, so next up, we'll go ahead and travel over here. There's going to be that island right over there we want to hit, but I think on the way, we'll see if we can destroy the rest of these. There's a few on this side of the specular bay. Start by grabbing this. I think it's just going to let us, because a second ago we actually couldn't use our, let me through here. We couldn't use like a wind going all the way back to where we were just at. I think this just unlocks that. Where are you? Full speed ahead. Honestly, there we go. We're going to be stopping on an island here soon, so it doesn't really matter. Never mind. It actually just takes us behind the island, which we'll go ahead and just go behind it real quick. There's not anything tucked away back here, and we do want to go to this island here in a second, but first I'm going to go ahead and just clear out the rest of these pillars just to make our lives easier later. I actually don't think we'll ever come through this direction. We might as well clear them out anyways, since we're about to stop. So we can just use our special resource, or a special ammo here. And, well, there goes all my cool ammo. The ones that I actually think are useful against these enemies. And there we go. Okay, that is all the pillars from here back to that island dealt with. So now we'll go ahead and follow this wind back over here. This is actually one of the first like sea maps, so we're gonna have fully explored pretty quickly because of how like tight cornered it is. You can't just fully explore the ocean.
Hey, you don't find these
Ooh, black silver sand. I need to be paying attention, and I probably need to go fight some ships to get easy black silver sand at this point. Yep, this is another Pickard island. Hey, you see that critter run off just now? What even was it? Looks kind of like a Pickard, maybe? Never knew one to have white fur before, though. You've seen one with silver fur. Might be a new breed. New breed? That'd be news to me. It would seem that about 5 or so little ones have scurried away from the isle. Would you mind rounding them up for me? If you can find them, that is. Hey, you good, Adol? Yep, we get a Pickard Corral quest. Adol told Karja that there seemed to be 5 of those white Pickards scattered around the island. He then asked if they could round them up, as there might be someone waiting to see them again. Okay, and you happen to know all this, how? I mean, sure, we've taken in Pickards before. How can you even tell there's 5 in all? And who would even be waiting for him anyway? He couldn't really explain it, but he was certain of what he was saying. Doesn't sound like you're doing this just to mess with me, at least. Fine, I understand. Well, scratch that, I don't actually understand. But if you're set on this, then count me in. Thanks, Shield Sister. Enough mushy stuff. It's nothing to thank me about. Anyway, let's get out there and start looking.
Let's give it a go.
Quest Pickard Corral started. We're going to go ahead and just head over here. And we will have to get through this boar in order to get a Pickard. Oh, I did not block. This is a level 50 boar, so it's actually not that difficult. It's not like those other enemies we fought that are extremely tough. This one is pretty manageable. Wish we would have got that perfect block there. It would have been a little bit faster. That's fine. I kind of forget the boar's moveset just because you don't fight them very often. And then like every time we fight them, I say the same thing. That I forgot their moveset because we don't fight them very often. Ow. This might be a perfect enemy to actually work on my mastery. Because we can just charge up our duo skills. Ooh, our revenge meter. Okay. Let's go ahead and use a heal potion 3. We'll need to make some more heal potions when we're back on the Sondrus. Just because we are running pretty low. Ow, it's like everything they do hurts me. Even just basic movement. There we go. There's our perfect block. Come back here, boar. And then I try to stop to get a perfect block because I see him charging up an attack. And I just completely mistime it. There we go. I think the max is actually 9,999 on a single hit. So we're actually pretty close to hitting that on a charged revenge meter. Because I think we hit 8,000 right there. We're a little over halfway on our mastery with Adol's skill. So, ooh, that hurt. Go ahead and use another healing potion. Oh, I forgot I had a strength elixir. Let's go ahead and just crack that real quick. Not like it's going to help me that much in this boss fight. More than it already is. but it'll help us a little bit of damage, at least with his solo attacks. We got the paralyzed reapplied as well, but I don't think there's been a single time where the paralysis is procced on this guy. Doesn't really matter. Oh, well, there we go. Just gotta say it and it happens, huh? One more block and my revenge meter is filled. We're just gonna go and do it now. There we go. And the boar is defeated. Okay. Tempered Vosmord defeated. We get 200 Elding fragments. It'll also add an arena fight. But most importantly, right behind him is a hidden treasure with 2 blue crystal waters and our first Pickard. White Pickard secured. Okay, that makes 1. Let's keep up the search. And now we'll go ahead and head over here, where our next Pickard, I want to make sure I'm picking up if there's a, we also forgot to grab this. In case there is black sand anywhere, just want to be a little bit more careful, since we need a ton of that. But here's our second Pickard. Nope. I forget it's Y. White Pickard secured. There's another. We're making good progress. And then here is a merchant we can actually interact with. It's another one of those sanctuary ones, so we'll just go ahead and skip through their dialogue. I do, blah, 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 and then shop. And here we go. We have Black Swordsman Garb and Azure Black Fighter Garb. Let's go ahead and just barter, because they're not... I think this costume for Adol is just an outfit from a different game. We just went through half of our food supply with this bartering. Grab the Wraith Noggin, Dr. Flare Noggin, and then this just sells the same armor and weapons that we can buy on the boat. And then some attachments, fishing bait, and nothing else we really want. I am curious, just because we did get those new outfits. Karja also can get a new inventory slot. EXP gain plus 10% probably is our best bet. Let's just throw that on her. And then, down here in cosmetics, we have the Sea Black. Oh, okay, so that just changes the outfit color. Honestly, I kind of like that. Fortunately, that's going to change your outfit off the Pirate Princess outfit. Or no, not the Pirate Princess. It's the, where's the... Not Battle Dress. Heroic Captain? No, I don't remember where it is. Is it just this one? Yeah. It's going to take her off that, but throw it on anyways, just because it's a new outfit. And I think characters typically look better in the darker costumes in these games. Over here is a fishing spot for us.
Let's give it a shot.
With at least 1 new fish with regular fishing bait, so we'll go ahead and do this real quick.
Show me what you got, brother.
Got a bite.
You got it, Karja. This does seem like it'll be a fish, especially with how quick... Ooh, boy. With how quick it ended there.
I'll give you a hand.
I have to do 1 more. Okay, there we go.
You don't catch these every...
That is a Nemora Hermit, or Nemora Hermia. And that's all the fish here. We can go ahead. We have to grapple up to this with Monostring. And then follow this to the end for, well, there'll be a chest over there. This is actually where we want to go, so let's go ahead and hop down real quick. Grab this chest with some black silver sand. Perfect. I'm just trying to see what, like, what item would drop the black silver sand for us. Jump across here where we can find our third Pickard. So, that's where it was. Let's get it back to the others. And then, finally, we can hop up here. And the next Pickard is just right by the tree. All right, just 1 more. And finally, get up here. Grab... I almost went straight onto that boost there. Grab that chest. That's all the chests. There are no crystals here. But the final... Ooh, don't want to go too far. The final buried treasure is just right here. With 3,300 gold. And then before we grab the last Pickard, we can go ahead and examine this runestone. Ivar Dragonkeel carves his chronicle thusly. The bloody seas epithet well suited Rollo, but ne'er did red puddles not pool at his feet. 'Tis notably said that when still yet a babe, barely born, wet nurse's ear he bit off. At 10 summers a man slandered his mother, so Rollo, face motionless, murdered him there. In confusion furrowed he then faced my way. Why do none praise me, he pondered aloud. Being also by rote both a robber and torturer, even as Jarl's son was he sentenced at thing. Though youth far too scant in years to raid, his punishment, to join plundering trek. This verdict was destined as a death in sooth, that he battled and slew, bearing through with his life. Shrewdly foxed, Rollo will further my ends. This scheme in mind, I made him shield brother. Now that same brute of bloody seas raises flag in revolt, a foe in my path. Bountiful are reasons to turn blade against me, such that musing on his motive is pointless. Any who hostile raise hand raise, we hew dead. Thus, our kind lives, only this life we know. To fields of Walhalla that fool I will send, and perhaps Har's favor in the process gain. The rune bangle shown dimly, and we get a Sword Star Plus. And grab our last Pickard. White Pickard secured. That's the last of them. Looks like these are all the Pickards that were hiding on this island. So there really were exactly 5 of them. Hard to believe with how rare just one would have been. See? What did I tell you? Wipe that smug grin off your face. So now what? You made it sound like things would work themselves out after we caught these guys. What, now you're at a loss? There's nothing else for it, then we'll just have to keep them on the Saunders with the others. Why are we back on Viewpoint Island for a side quest?
Good to see you again, Adol. I'm relieved to see the little ones are doing well too. There, none of you were injured either, it seems. You had me worried scampering off the way you did. This isle has been rather unstable lately. At times it will suddenly form a link to the other side. It would appear these little ones inadvertently wandered over there. Thank you, Adol. You've really come through for me.
You're welcome.
My, but you are a dependable one. I'd wager you'd never seen Pickards with coats this color, have you? However, they used to not be all that uncommon. In fact, there were a wide variety of breeds at one time. Amongst them were even these that sported fur with a rainbow pattern.
Why are they only found here?
Oh, that would take far too long to explain. At any rate, they came in many sorts, many different sorts indeed. This isle by nature is where all intended to arrive at. The only requirement is that one be pure of heart, animals being perhaps the prime example of this. Nothing lasts forever. The end will always come in due course. I pray that these little ones are able to return to the other side when all is said and done. But perhaps that topic is best left for another day. Ah, you're leaving rather early this time. A shame, but I suppose we must leave things at that. Come back and visit again soon, Adol.
Adol, Everything good? He started zoning out again. Like I was saying, we need to hurry up and figure out what to do about all these... Wait, they're gone? I swear they were just here. Don't tell me they ran off again. Have we not explained Viewpoint Island? Oh, we forget. I forgot. Actually, our work here is done.
Yep.
Undone, more like it. Or above. I don't get what's going on one bit. I guess as long as you're not worried about it, yeah, I don't need to be either. Setting aside my total confusion about the whole damn thing, of course. Whatever. If we're finished, then let's be on our way already.
That just about does it.
And so the quest has been completed and inexplicably obtained a white Pickard doll. Pick a back Pickard white. It is an attachment where we can have a Pickard right on our back. Our contribution value goes up. And that is it for this island. So let's go ahead and set sail once again and make our way to the other...
Whoopsie.
Oh, do these... Okay, these reappear. Got it. Didn't know that, so we won't be destroying them anymore. But we're going to make our way to the southeast part of the map, where we will have another one of the islands that we can recapture. Let's just boost over here. And I believe we want to make our way right over that way. Pick up as many of these as we see along the way. That way, hopefully, we get some black silver sand. We do get a crew conversation which we'll listen to, but first, let me just go grab this. And then
Don't mind if
I want to swing by this ship, but before we talk to the merchant ship, we'll go ahead and view the crew conversation.
Honestly, just who does that boy take after?
Did you have another spat with Gren, Mr. Mayor? For what it's worth, I do feel he's in the right more often than not.
What is right and what is appropriate will not always coincide. I should think you have enough sense to understand that, Mirabelle.
Yes, I do. The fact is, adults have their own issues and can often act less grown-up than one might expect. But despite it all, I'll side with Gren and them to the bitter end.
Very well. That does me a great service.
Wonder what's waiting for us.
And let's see what this merchant ship has.
To me.
This one is a real merchant ship. Don't have to worry about fighting a boss fight here.
Obelia, go
This is Anika's goods. We'll get the Hellblaze Tome for basically 200,000 gold. Revenge Gauge maximum multiplier plus 0.4. As well as the White Lion Crest, which is a gift that we do want to grab.
Did you?
However, we're going to want to barter this. This sucks because we've been saving up our gems, but let's go ahead and just grab it now. And then we'll buy the other two with gold, just to save on a little bit of money. Holy, that was expensive, but well worth it. Let's go ahead and use our Hellblaze Tome. We now have a 3.4 Revenge Gauge, and let's hand over our gift to Easer. Gave the White Lion Crest to Easer. This crest. What a surprise, it was crafted in Bretagne. How very nostalgic to think I would ever hold such a thing in my hands again. Oh right, you're from Bretagne, huh?
Yes.
Yes, I lived there until I was 8 years old. Having said that... Something wrong? Oh, I'm sorry. This has me feeling sentimental is all. Well, it depends on the region, of course. Bretagne's climate is mild, and its land quite fertile. But above all, the scenery simply takes your breath away. With every season, you see a new side of its natural beauty. I was raised in a very rural area, and even now I still dream of it. You do, huh? Makes sense. It was where you were born, after all. Indeed. This has brought back precious memories I haven't thought about in a long while. And this White Lion Crest is a link of sorts to my past. Thank you, Adol. I will be sure to treasure it. Did Easer seem kinda off just now? Alright, you don't know, Adol. Normans might be feared here as lawless brigands, but there's a place where things are much worse. That place is Bretagne. Easer's hometown no longer exists. Every trace of the place was either pillaged or razed to the ground. ones who did it were from Denmark, but to this day, there are Norman groups who make expeditions to Bretagne. How do you end up with the Sea Force then? That you should hear from him directly. But what I can tell you is that Ezer's far stronger than he looks. He's a flawless attendant to House Balta, who's supported us loyally for years. That's enough for us, wouldn't you agree? I guess, yeah. Thanks. I'm glad to hear you say so. And so our affinity with Ezer has increased. And with that done, next up, we'll go ahead and try to free this island over here. Let's go ahead and make a sharp turn. I don't think we've been following a pretty linear path. Yeah, we couldn't go down over there. Let's grab this before we go anywhere. We might just have to start fighting these battles. Honestly, let me just see if I can get black silver sand from this. Just because we're at the point where we really need it. And it seems like the quickest way will probably just be through naval combat. So let's see if we walk away with any black silver sand here. Yep, we got 2. It's only 2, but still, it's better than nothing. I would have hit that ship if my lock-on didn't change over to the other thing there. Yeah, I mean, unless it's a purple one where we can board, probably isn't worth it. Ooh, let's break. Grab that. Break again. And full speed ahead. I don't think we'll be able to grab that loot. Oh, right. The Southern Castle. An old castle in the southern reaches of Specular Bay has fallen into Greeker hands. Let's go ahead and try to refit this. We have 11 black silver sand. Let's grab increased break.
Great work, everyone.
Grab increased defense, even though that one doesn't really matter. And sure, increased handling.
Great work, everyone.
And then... let's do the load speed, because this will let us reload quicker. That's all we can do without more black silver sand. I don't think we need to hold a luncheon, but we'll do it anyways. EX armament recharge. And let's go ahead and just sit through this cooking real quick. There we go. Food has been enjoyed. We have our EX armament recharge, and let's do it. 2 sea waves, 4 land areas. This is a pretty big area.
Very well. Let us band together.
All right. Wave 1 begun. Perfect. Started right next to a ship. We have to ram with monosails and fire regular projectiles. Fire EX armaments. Perfect. Seems like it's not going to make us block this time around, which is nice. And fire. It's fine if we miss. Ooh, 4 ships this time around. There we go. Then attack. Ooh, we're getting some black silver sand from this. That's actually pretty nice. Let's go ahead and use our fire attacks there. Perfect. Okay, what do we got next? So we're going to use EX armaments. Let's go ahead and just do that. Ooh, this is going to be tight here. Okay, there we go. I'm actually hoping I get shot at. Anybody? Anybody? No? Oh, no, I missed. Okay, that's fine. Can I block this? Nope, of course not. It's like the one time I want to get hit is whenever the enemy decides not to hit me. Come on, give me my recharge back. Okay. That's another ship sank. And let's use our EX armament just to hope. Well, it's fire standard projectiles. That's fine. We'll fire that 4 times. All right. Attack 2 enemy ships at once, huh? That one seems a little difficult. Will the ice ball pull both in? No, not quite. Ooh, this one might be a little bit challenging to get done.
Time to finish the job.
I don't know why my thing just sometimes goes over the wrong enemy. We're gonna have to do it whenever they're not slowed down like that, unfortunately. Or else we're not gonna be able to get it. We need to block attacks. Or we're not gonna be able to get our max score. Well, I don't know. I mean, if it just keeps giving me fire EX armaments, we will. Oh, come on. It, like, passes right by me. It just barely doesn't count. Okay, there we go. Final wave.
All right, guys, pile on him. That was too close. All right.
And we're just gonna keep doing the use EX armament one time quests. Because it won't refresh the ones we can't do. Oh, hold on. There we go. Massive. And on top of that, we've now completed all of the objectives, so we can just worry on destroying all the ships. Are we doing this flawlessly? I think we took a little bit of damage, unfortunately. I think if you're ramming, you're going to take a little bit, which we've had to do. And 2 more ships here. This one's actually a little bit longer than normal. Ow. No, 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 no. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Another ship sank. Got one more of these we can fire. All right. Last couple ships. They started off slowed down, which I honestly kind of hate when this happens. Because it's kind of hard to deal with them, especially whenever it tries to lock me onto rocks. Okay. That's another ship sank. And another ship sank. Oh, maybe not. Nope, because I decided to lock onto a rock instead. All right, final ship. A rock is sank now too, so hopefully it'll stop trying to shoot at it. That's all the ships dealt with. Go ahead and just shoot from far away till we destroy the pillar. There we go. All waves cleared. Time to get to the land fight. 4 areas. But I don't believe this one has a boss at the end. I think it's just regular waves of enemies. Let's try to speed through this part. Get the highest score we can. All right. Use our big spin attack. Adol uses his cut move. And is that it? Yes, okay. Area 1 cleared. Ooh, one of the bird enemies. Okay. Good thing my ice attack should make quick work of the shield there. And now he's also frozen. Perfect. Gonna do the speed move. That's fine, he can break through. We get a revenge attack. There we go. Area 2 cleared. And then I'm just gonna hope for the best. That was kind of brave. Incredibly. Where am I aiming? Where am I aiming? Okay. There we go. All right. There we go. But we do have to deal with all these enemies, which is not the easiest thing, unfortunately. Ooh. Yeah, I think what you're supposed to do probably is... Actually, I don't know, like, there's no easy way to do this. I was gonna say it might be to... Yeah, I fell. Might be to, like, start from that side, but... Oh, this is unfortunate. I'm gonna do the... I need to do the mantle grapple. It's monstering. I forget about monstering every time. Every time it gives me, like, enemies over gaps like this. Okay, there we go. All the enemies are dealt with. That's completely optional area, too. Don't even have to fight them. You can just pull that lever and leave. But we fight them for the bonus points. And here we go. Final area. We do have a good amount of shielded enemies, so go ahead and break them with our ice attack. Do our spin move a few times. Ooh, huge counter, too. There we go. Area 4 cleared, so that is this zone completely finished. Don't know if it's going to be an S rank. I felt like the ship section was too sloppy. And I felt too many times in that area 3. Well, let's see. They're both over 120. Okay, well, there we go. That is an S rank. Get a Sea God's Incense, a Spirit Cape, Breath Formula 2, Hidden Treasure Chart C, and 3 red herbs. New treasure chart has been pinned to the C chart. Starting Treasure Crawl C, which we will be doing. We have new things because of Hugel. And from here, we're actually just gonna go around the island.
Quick as a flash.
Over here to this island.
Looks like we can land at that.
We'll go ahead and dock here.
All right, let's disembark.
All right, and this is a very, very quick area. We're going to grab... That chest is up there, never mind. Grab it here in a second. Someone's over there. And look, they're in danger. Ah, you two have come my way at last. Eagerly have I been awaiting this moment. Now, show unto me the radiance you hold. We're coming to rescue you. Don't just sit there, get moving. All right, let's go save the fortune teller. Use Adol's ability here a few times. And nope, get back here. There we go. Oh no, the other one survived. Okay. Poor guy. All right, that was the last of them. The red-haired
boy
oh.
and the Azure Princess. At last we meet. I am but a mere observer. Please call me Gila. Whether this encounter was inevitable or simply happenstance, none can say.
You didn't so much as flinch, even with a battle raging right in front of you. Just what kind of nerves you got, lady? I did not foresee myself being drawn into that bout. Therefore, there was no reason for me to move. My crystal ball sees all, and that, all that can be seen in any event. Oh, can I see? Don't you even start, brother. So, are you resident of Karnak too? Come to think of it, I do remember seeing you there the day the town was attacked. I am merely a wayfarer, though the same can be said of all who follow fate's winding path. Won't you allow me to accompany you on your journey? I would like to be there to witness the future you reach firsthand. I'm getting worn out just listening to this. But we can't just abandon you here, so come on. We'll lead you to the ship. Gwila has joined the crew. Get a little bit of mana barrier recharge and EX armament recharge, as well as Gwila's divinations are now accessible aboard the Sandras. The recapture skill, Karmic Retribution, has been unlocked. Divinations! You can obtain mana seeds by using crystal shards to perform mana seed divination. Destiny will decide what kinds you get, but using catalyst items will influence their types and ranks. We probably won't use that ever, honestly. Essentially, you just trade your crystals for mana seeds as opposed to the inverse. But it is random what mana seeds you get. You can kind of influence it, kind of like a gacha game almost. But we won't be getting too deep into it.
Didn't expect this here.
Right here, we get a buried treasure with some rainbow drops. And then up here... oh, I forgot to grab the hewn stone. I grab that real quick. I always forget to grab these if they're off to the side. We get a mana point for Adol. And then up here, be able to get our chest on this island with a blessed paper scrap.
Looks valuable.
And now, that is all the things on this island found. So let's go ahead and board the Sandras. And now, we're going to go ahead and do the treasure map we just picked up. Treasure C. Okay. So this one is going to be in a little outcropping. I want to say... Is it right here? I think it is right here. So let's go ahead and travel over to the southern ruins, Sonalia Basin. And to head over to our marker. And we are almost done. There is one more side quest you can see that we have to actually pick up inside the Sandras that we'll be able to do. Hello.
Is that a sea creature?
It is a sea creature. You learn when blade sharks attack the Sandras as your attacks will not hit them. Maneuver the ship swiftly to get yourself out of harm's way. Essentially, the shark will hit you and deal damage to you. But right over here is our next hidden treasure. Right here. Get away, blade shark. You're kidding.
The ship is swaying.
Hold up.
There we go. Finally got it. We got the Dancer Shawl. Dodging a speed attacks grants skill chain +1. Contribution value increases, and that's the quest complete. The shark disappeared somewhere. Now, I do want to quickly go use my Sea God's Incense we picked up. And finally, our final side quest will be as soon as they're done talking about the shark. We can go ahead and hop over to... we have to go talk to Ashley. I think he was on... Is he up here? I think he was. Yes. Okay, hello, Ashley. Perfect timing, you guys. Look at this. Ashley showed Adol and Karja an egg with a distinctly speckled pattern. What's that? Some kind of egg? A sea turtle egg, to be specific. Where did you find it? That's not important. What is that I need to get this egg back to its nest. What kind of turtles are we talking about here? They're called ultramarine sea turtles. You can identify them by the unique bluish color on their shells. I've never actually seen one for myself before now, though. Let me guess. You two are keen on mounting a search? Well, it's not like we can just toss it aside wherever. I want to at least find a proper nesting ground that we can return it to. Maybe you should have thought of that before picking it up in the first place. Look, I don't mind helping, but scouring around will probably take a good while. What do you say, Adol? Should we help him look? Yes, we will. Like I got a choice. We'll do what we can when time allows. You will? Great. I've seen lots of sea turtles in the shallows around Specular Bay. I found the egg in the same region too, so we might be able to find some clues around here. Got it. In that case, let's investigate the shallows around Specular Bay. Sounds good. Seems like Ashley's finally warming up compared to when he first came aboard. Still, I wonder what got him into these animals.
All right, let's do this.
We get the Turtle Tail quest. So, we're going to go ahead and return to the helm. And we have 2 markers here we need to go to for Ashley's quest. We'll start over here.
Let's go.
And just like every other Ashley quest, all we gotta do is get close and examine it. However, this time, we'll actually... I want to quickly get rid of my marker. This time we actually do need to see all the locations. The ultramarine sea turtle nesting grounds Ashley's looking for might be around here. These must be Obelian sea turtles. Most of the sea turtles found in Obelia Gulf fall into this species. They have nesting grounds all over the Gulf, apparently. Huh, I've never really looked at one up close before. Feels like I'm seeing him for the first time. Not the ones we're looking for, though. So next up, we'll travel over here. You do have to clear out this eastern island, because you do have to come over here for the side quest. So you have to clear it out before it even appears. The ultramarine sea turtle nesting grounds Ashley's looking for might be around here. Nope, just more Obelia sea turtles. These sea turtles don't seem much different from the ones we saw last time. No luck either, huh? There's gotta be ultramarine sea turtles around here somewhere, though. Well, we aren't gonna get anywhere looking around at random. Now, if we could find someone who knows these waters like the back of their hand... No point in asking Grieger or pirates, though. Maybe we could try a merchant ship.
Here's a familiar sight.
So, next up, we're going to go ahead and head over to the merchant ship we found earlier. We could have just held off on getting it till now, but we were already there.
This is kind of fun.
And then the merchant here will point us to our final destination for Ashley's quest. Hop back aboard this wind current. Ooh, there's also a tuna fishing spot over here right now. Let's see, will it let me do some fishing? We might as well try, it's been a while. Might as well give it one cast. We're going to finish the side quest up, then end off the episode, because that's everything to do in Specular Bay. Besides the main story. So we might as well just do this now. Ooh, use our support, because this is a beefy fish here. That hold ZL and ZR is like the easiest one to fill up the support gauge. Doesn't really fill up the
What a fine specimen.
Very good.
the bar at the top, but it does fill up the support gauge. And ooh, didn't want to trade. We want to talk. There we go. Welcome. Is there anything in particular you're interested in today? Not really. We actually just wanted to ask you something. Ask me? Well, I'll try to answer as best as I can. Adol and the others explained the situation and asked her about the ultramarine sea turtles. I've never heard of an ultramarine sea turtle before. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful. Darn it. Wait, I can say for sure if it's related to what you're looking for, but on top of being famed as Heaven's Mirror, this region also has an old tale about a place called Sea Turtle Paradise. Sea Turtle Paradise? Sea turtles used to be considered emissaries of the sea god. It's said that they would meander from sea to sea in droves to watch over humans and save them from the ocean's perils. As thanks for aiding humanity, the emissaries were granted a place of rest on a pair of twin islands. They accepted those islands as their home, to which they would always return on the night of the full moons. Then when the moons waned, they would disappear back into the waves. People used to refer to those twin islands as Sea Turtle Paradise. From the sound of it, those twin islands might be just the place we're looking for. Sea turtles tend to go ashore during full moons, which is when they lay their eggs. And it's part of their natural homing instinct to return to their original nesting grounds, even after traveling to other waters. Plus, we're right in the middle of their nesting season. You sure know an awful lot about these things. Not really, it's just what was written in that book you gave me. He? He who? I thought you said you lived alone. Only one set of twin islands I can think of. Yeah, the Orlan Islands. Same place where that fever brought me down. Could be worth heading back there to take a look. But it's just a folktale, right? I didn't see any sea turtles or eggs while we were stranded there. What if it just ends up being a waste of time like before? I believe in it. You're really gonna pin your hopes on some bogus story? You say that, but this is the only lead we have. Or would you rather just give up? I'd be perfectly fine with that. That's not what I'm saying. I just don't want you complaining if we hit another dead end is all. All right. In that case, let's set a course for the Orlan Islands. Thank you for your help, by the way. Just happy to make myself useful. Swing by Anika's goods again sometime. Sorry, Anika, you've already taken all my money I'm ever going to give you. Going by the full moon's part, we're going to have to wait till nightfall to see this Sea Turtle Paradise. That's assuming that old folktale is true, which I hope it is anyway. Okay then, once we get the chance, let's head to the encampment we made at Orlan Islands and wait until dark. So we'll go ahead and head on over there, go to the East Beach,
Let's go. It should be a good spot
and
to rest.
we will just camp out till nighttime. If we're going to see this Sea Turtle Paradise, it'll have to be after nightfall. We still have a lot of daylight left, but what do you think? Want to just stand by at Orlan Islands and wait? Yep, let's wait till evening. Aye to that. We'll hold off on our other business for today and rest here until evening. Adol and the others waited for evening before setting out on their search. Using the Golan board to traverse the islands at high tide, they checked every corner of the sandy shores. Until eventually, on a small strip of beach on the island opposite the encampment, they discovered several sea turtles quietly congregating. These look the same. Wow, the sea turtles are gathering over there. So this really is their nesting grounds after all. That one's different. Hey, look. Look at the pattern on that one shell. This one has to be the right place. Ashley approached the ultramarine sea turtle's nest and gently returned the egg. The story made it sound like they'd be across both islands, not just in one spot. What are we looking at isn't much of a paradise, but it has something to do with the great calamity that happened 100 years ago. You mean it destroyed all their nesting grounds outside of this? How awful. The fallout from the great calamity was probably worse than we can even imagine. But hey, we still found this place in the end, right? All thanks to Ashley. It wasn't me. That merchant lady deserves the credit. Still, I sure am glad I rescued the egg from that island the Grieger took over. Oops, me and my big mouth. Huh? Back up a sec. You better not be saying you went out to a Grieger-infested island all by yourself. Point hiding it now, I guess. I found out while you guys were invading the fort and... Ouch! What was that for? Har opens the doors of his hall to those who fall bravely in battle. If a half-baked kid like you died out there, your soul would end up roaming around with nowhere to go. Who cares? I'm not a Norman and nobody worries about me anyway. And who are you calling half-baked? What do you even know about me? Nothing, because you haven't told me anything. So how about you start with the reason you saved that sea turtle in the first place? Well, because I would have felt bad for it otherwise, obviously. That's such a hassle, then you don't have to bother helping me any... That's not what I mean. I'm talking about how you get when interacting with animals. It clearly makes you happy, but at the same time, it feels like you're trying to regain something you've lost. Huh? I don't know what that something is, but until you get it back, your life is my responsibility as captain of the Saundress. So pull another stupid stunt like that and I'll knock you upside the head twice over. Huh. Do whatever you want. Typical Norman resorting to violence first thing. I'll leave it at that, out of respect for Adol. I get that you lose your head a little when it comes to sea life. Anyway, we're done here. We should probably head back to the ship. Suddenly, a gust of wind blew through the area. Are we setting off or what? I'm gonna go on ahead. Stand around too long and we'll leave without you. Adol, what did you make of that? He'll explain his reasons eventually. Wouldn't hold my breath at the rate he's going. Me, I'm ready to put this whole thing to bed. And our quest, Turtletail, has been completed. Oh, by the way, I picked up this book along with the egg. Seems like you guys read all the books I gave you before, so might as well have this one too. You better be grateful. We get the Crimson Manual Spin, letting Adol learn a new technique, and our contribution value goes up, and we might as well use it to gain Tornado Edge. And with that, if we head on back out to the sea...
Okay, let's go.
We will see that we have a 45% discovery in Specular Bay. That is because our final destination is going to be this island down here, which is the final thing to do here in Specular Bay. So, in the next episode, we will go see what awaits us at this final island before finally making our way further south. I will see you guys then.